first annual college football debate. Today, we've got two teams, Michigan and Michigan State, ready to debate before their big noon kickoff game against each other. We've got Michigan State, say hello.
Hi.
And we've got Michigan, say hello.
Hey.
All right, I'm going to ask both of you 4 questions with 1 minute of interrupted time, and 3 minutes of just regular old debate. You guys can talk over each other and do whatever you want.
Okay.
All right, so we ready to start off with Michigan? I need to ask you a question. What do you think will be the key component if you win against Michigan State this Saturday?
The key component?
Yep. All right, you have 1 minute. Go.
I really think our defense can really get this young quarterback. I don't think he's that good at all. What I've seen him facing the Rutgers. Rutgers are pretty bad. And I really think our defense really stepped up against the likes of Tanner Morgan, and right now Maryland and Minnesota's playing, and Minnesota ain't doing too well, but Minnesota's a generally good team. That I really think that our defense has really stepped up, forcing fumbles. Yeah, I really don't think State's offense really needs to work and try not to win the ball. You know, they like to come in with blitz. Yeah. I think I'm fine here.
All right. Is that your time?
Oh, no. Our offense is pretty good. Joe Mullins can really scramble. He really got all Michigan State pressure. And I really think, sorry, I cut over earlier.
Joe, that's time. I'm sorry.
Really?
We're going to move on. Michigan State. I have the same exact question for you. If you win against Michigan on Saturday, what will be the key components of your win?
Our key components would probably be our defense, which someone thinks that our quarterback absolutely stinks, which is such a lie. I'll understand it. But yes, I think our running game can be really good. We just need to be better at blocking. And I am so sorry for this monstrosity's behavior.
What did you call me? You called me a monstrosity.
Can I?
No. 1 minute of uninterrupted time. Please respect the rules of the
I'm
debate.
sorry. I'm sorry, miss. I'm sorry.
All right, Glenn, keep going.
As I said, I think our defense, our interior defense is good. I think Naquan Jones is great. And understanding, I know we had some bad plays against the Rutgers, and plus, as I said, after when they lost to Appalachian State, which is pretty much worse than Rutgers a few years ago. You remember that?
We ain't talking about 3 years ago.
We are all out of time. You have got 1 minute. So now, Joe, I need to ask you something. Do you think Michigan is underestimating Michigan State? Do you think they're focusing more on games like Indiana, Penn State, and Wisconsin, which are all coming up very soon? You have 1 minute.
I really do. I think they are trying to pay attention to State because we are rivals, but we are facing ranked teams, and like State's unranked. So I mean, we probably need to focus on State, but we also need to prepare for higher ranked teams. I really think we do care about State just a little, but playing the likes of Penn State and Wisconsin.
Penn State lost to Indiana.
John, he had 1 minute of uninterrupted time. Please respect the rules of the debate. All right, Joe, keep going.
Yeah, John. I really do think they do have to pay attention. Playing the likes of Penn State, Wisconsin, Ohio State, later down the road. Maybe this is kind of like a practice. My time is finished.
All right, John, I have a question for you. Against Rutgers, you guys had 7 turnovers in the game. How can you minimize these turnovers coming into the Michigan game?
We can minimize these turnovers by only one thing. We cannot go for it on 4th down and 3. I understand this has nothing to do with the question, but this is sort of like turnover on downs is a turnover. So they cannot go for it on 4th down, because then Michigan, as I said, in Rutgers, when we first started, but they were soft. They were really soft on Rutgers, and I really thought that. And then when it kept on going on, the secondary was like, the secondary really improved towards the end. And I'll admit, I'm a little disappointed that they lost, and I'm super irritated that Michigan won. Which, speaking about, this is how you would see a Michigan fan in real life. No offense to anybody in Ann Arbor, but you would see that.
East Lansing.
East Lansing? Okay. Know what? That's it. No.
I'm sorry, John, your time has ran out. So now, Joe, I'm going to have to ask you a question. Michigan is 1-0 and could easily make it to the Big Ten and could easily win the Big Ten East or potentially make it to the college football playoffs. What has to happen for that to happen? You have 1 minute of interrupted time. You can start.
I really do. I think we need to win against Penn State and Wisconsin. We need to win.
Like that's ever going to happen.
Yeah. He has 1 minute of uninterrupted time. This is your last warning. If you do not do this, then you will have to stop the debate. All right, Joe, keep going.
I'm sorry, before I was rudely interrupted by the state fan calling Ann Arbor people disgusting, as I felt like he was saying to me, is how I burped earlier and how I look and dress. I really do think there is a problem. I really do think we need to win down the road. We do need to win the likes of Wisconsin, Penn State. We need to win kind of down the road with those big names. Ohio State will be our biggest challenge due to Ohio State being really good. You want to make a face too, huh, John? Huh?
Is that it?
Hey!
Now, John, he will have his time restarted now. Joe.
You gotta be serious. This is ridiculous.
You won't shut up, man. I'm talking still before you're like, come on, man. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry to have a score update real quick. Maryland just scored. All right, keep going.
I do think we need to win down the road to potentially make it to the finals and win the Big Ten East. If we win all our games down the road except Ohio State, I do think we have a chance of making it into the college football playoffs. My time is finished.
Okay, John, I have a question for you. After starting 0-1, many people are mad at Mel Tucker. Do you think Mel Tucker will be a good coach in the future? You have 1 minute of uninterrupted time.
Well, it depends. Like, at first, I'll admit Mel Tucker, he wants to win, which you said. He wants to win. But the problem is that he lost against the Rutgers. Like, Mark D'Antonio, even in their worst year, Mark D'Antonio didn't even lose to Rutgers. And they were like 3-12. Never lost to Rutgers. And this has to happen. And then also, I just learned something. Urban Meyer, he's now Ohio State's, I'm not really sure, but he's a part of like their program still. And I'm just like, we could have had Urban Meyer on our team and he would have absolutely destroyed Rutgers. And by the way, with your one thing, yes, Ann Arbor people are disgusting. That's all you have to know.
I'm sorry, John, your time is up. So, Joe, I have your last question of the night. You have been, speaking of rivalries, you have lost many games against Ohio State in the past 20, 30 years. How can you start turning the tide on rivalry games? You have 1 minute of uninterrupted time.
Hey, first of all, can we please respect that D'Antonio is a greater coach than Mel Tucker? Just breathe in for a second, John. You have a loser of a coach. Hey, Mel Tucker, I respect you. Just stop going on 4th downs and 18. I don't think you can make the first down from there. I'd say you can punt it. But yes, I really do think we can beat Ohio State this year. We have an explosive defense and an explosive offense. Our offensive line is really improved.
You mean one player?
Hey, excuse me, moderator.
That's interruption. Joe, your time has been reset. Keep going.
Thank you. These East Lansing people, Nick, I gotta tell you, these East Lansing people are very, very interruptive. They're very rude today. All right, I really do think Joe Milton has really stepped up. I really think he can really run. I really think he's like a Lamar Jackson, Cam Newton.
I'm sorry, I can't hold it in. Okay.
That is another interruption from John. Your time is reset, Joe.
Thank you. Oh my God, this man. Can you believe he's your representative state? Come on. Really? He's your representative? You're joking. Man, these representatives these days. This East Lansing represent. Kick them out. All right, with my time, Fields, he's a really good QB. Sir, please, making faces at me, and I really don't appreciate it. Let me just take a second. I really do think Ohio State is really good. They destroyed the heck out of Nebraska. I mean, they tore them apart. They were like a T-Rex and a little baby dinosaur, and that's my time.
Joe, that is your time. I have one last question for John before we can get to the uninterrupted debate. John, Maryland, who just lost to Northwestern by 40 points, is beating Minnesota 21-7. Do you think Michigan is overrated? You have 1 minute of uninterrupted time.
Overrated. Well, first off, it looks like I know Michigan fans are overrated because he's basically don't even care about this debate. He's looking at the score for Maryland versus Minnesota, which is ridiculous. But as I was saying,
This is your last warning. If you have one more warning, then John will get reset time. All right, John, go.
I didn't say anything.
And that is your last warning, John. Your time is reset. Go.
As I was saying, he's not really. All he cares about is the Maryland game, which I think is ridiculous. And I think he should be focused on this. And so, as I was saying, is Michigan overrated? Yes, this was just a lucky win. Well, sort of. I'll admit, listen, this is what irritates me. They're always endorsed by, like, the biggest celebrities. If you think about it, Ric Flair endorses them. Ric Flair. What's so funny? Listen, Ric Flair endorses them. They get endorsed by really good people, and I highly doubt that pigs. There are such pigs in Ann Arbor, ladies and gentlemen. There's such pigs in Ann Arbor. But as I was saying,
that is your time. I'm sorry, that is your time. How much time is left on the video?
A minute.
All right. Well, you guys have 30 seconds of open debate. Go.
We're not pigs, John.
Yes,
and of
you
course
are.
we are introduced by the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, and I do appreciate him. The NWA World Champion, the WCW World Champion, the Heavyweight Champion, Ric Flair. Woo!
Listen,
yeah, I really do think. Who's Satan?
Joe, hey,
There you go. Talk.
Hey, so we will have our debate in the second part 2.